Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between tall mountains and thick forests, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was kind, curious, and full of dreams, but there was one thing she didn't believe in: herself. She always doubted whether she was good enough, strong enough, or smart enough to do anything important. Her parents, her friends, and her teachers all encouraged her to try new things. But Lily often hesitated, unsure if she could succeed. One bright morning, while playing near the edge of the village, Lily overheard some of the older children talking about the enchanted forest. They said that deep inside the forest lived a wise old owl who could grant wishes to those who were brave enough to face the challenges in the forest. According to the stories, the owl only helped those who believed in themselves, and that made Lily curious. "Do you think I could go and meet the owl?" Lily asked one of the children, her voice filled with uncertainty. The older child, a boy named Ben, laughed lightly. "Well, Lily, maybe if you believe in yourself, you might have a chance. But most people who try don't make it because they get scared or give up. It's not an easy journey." Lily bit her lip, her heart pounding with excitement and doubt at the same time. Could she be one of those who succeed? Was she strong enough? Her mind swirled with questions. Later that evening, Lily sat by the window, staring at the moon. She thought about the enchanted forest and the mysterious owl. Maybe, just maybe, she could go. If only she could believe in herself. The next morning, after a restless night of thinking, Lily made up her mind. She would try. She would walk into the enchanted forest and see if the owl could grant her a wish. She didn't know what she would wish for, but with a bag of food, a small lantern, and a heart full of determination, Lily set off on her adventure. She walked through the village, past the river, and toward the towering trees of the enchanted forest. Her steps were small, but they were steady. Her heart raced, but she kept walking. As Lily entered the forest, the air grew cooler, and the trees towered above her, their branches twisting in strange shapes. The forest seemed to whisper, as if it had its own secrets. Birds chirped, and the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves filled the air, but Lily wasn't afraid, at least, not yet. She took a deep breath and continued deeper into the woods. After walking for hours, Lily came across a strange clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a giant stone, covered in moss. Sitting on top of the stone was the wise old owl, its golden eyes watching her closely. "You have come far, little one," the owl said in a deep, soft voice. "But to receive my help, you must first prove that you believe in yourself." Lily blinked in surprise. "How can I prove that?" she asked, feeling unsure of herself again. The owl smiled kindly. "You must face 3 challenges. Each challenge will test your courage, your heart, and your strength. If you can overcome them, you will find the power you need. But remember, you must believe in yourself above all else." Lily nodded, determined to try. The owl flapped its wings and pointed its beak toward a dense thicket at the edge of the clearing. "Your first challenge is to find your way through this maze," owl said. "It is filled with twists and turns, but the path is there. Trust yourself, and you will find it." Lily took a deep breath and stepped into the maze. At first, it was easy. The path was wide, and she could see the way ahead. But soon, the path became narrow, and the trees grew thick. The further she walked, the more the path twisted, and soon, she found herself standing at a dead end. Lily's heart sank. "I'm lost," she whispered. "I'll never make it out." But then she remembered the owl's words. "Trust yourself," she thought. "I can do this." She closed her eyes for a moment, took a deep breath, and thought carefully. Slowly, she retraced her steps, her mind focused. After a few moments, she noticed a small opening in the trees that she hadn't seen before. The owl, watching from above, nodded approvingly. Well done, young one. You trusted yourself and found the way. Lily smiled, feeling proud of herself. She had done it. But the journey wasn't over yet. The owl turned to her, its wise eyes gleaming. Your second challenge is to face the dark river, the owl said. It runs deep and fast. It may look impossible to cross, but if you trust your instincts, you will find a way. Lily walked toward the river, the sound of rushing water growing louder as she approached. The river was wide, and the water was moving quickly, carrying leaves and branches downstream. The other side seemed so far away, and Lily's heart began to race again. She didn't know how to swim, and the current looked strong. She sat down on a nearby rock, feeling discouraged. I can't do it, she whispered. It's too hard. But then she remembered her first challenge, the maze, and how she had trusted herself to find the way out. She closed her eyes and listened to the sound of the river. Then, she spotted something out of the corner of her eye, a large, sturdy log that had fallen across the river. It wasn't perfect, but it was a bridge. Her legs wobbled at first, but she focused on keeping her balance. Slowly, step by step, she crossed the river. When she reached the other side, she felt a rush of joy. She had done it again. The owl appeared beside her, its eyes filled with pride. You faced your fears and crossed the dark river. You are learning to believe in yourself. Lily smiled brightly. Thank you, she said, feeling stronger with each challenge. Now, the owl said, for your final challenge. You must climb the mountain of shadows. It is a steep and rocky climb, and the path is difficult to see. But if you trust your heart, you will reach the top. Lily looked up at the mountain, its peak shrouded in mist. The mountain seemed so tall, and the climb looked impossible. She felt a wave of doubt rush over her. What if I fall? What if I can't make it? But then she remembered all that she had already accomplished. She had found her way through the maze, crossed the river, and faced her fears. If she could do those things, she could climb the mountain of shadows too. With a deep breath, Lily began the climb. The rocks were slippery, and the path was steep, but she focused on each step, trusting herself with every movement. Sometimes she slipped, but she never gave up. Step by step, she climbed higher, her heart pounding, but her spirit strong. After what felt like hours, Lily finally reached the top. She looked around, her eyes wide with wonder. The view from the top was breathtaking, and the mist had cleared, revealing a beautiful landscape below. Lily felt a sense of accomplishment like never before. The owl appeared beside her, smiling. You have done it, young one. You believed in yourself, and you conquered every challenge. You now hold the power to make your wishes come true. Lily smiled, feeling stronger and more confident than ever before. I don't know what to wish for, she said softly. The owl nodded. The most important thing is that you have discovered your true strength. You no longer need a wish. You have the power of self-belief within you. Lily's heart swelled with happiness. She realized that she didn't need anything more. She had discovered the greatest magic of all, the power to believe in herself. As Lily walked back through the enchanted forest, she felt lighter, stronger, and braver than ever before. She knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead in her life, she could face them with confidence and courage. From that day on, Lily never doubted herself again. She knew that with self-belief, anything was possible. And so, Lily's story became a legend in the village. It was a story of courage, strength, and the magic that comes from believing in yourself. The end.